Okay, we should be live now, guys.
Yeah.
Live from Studio B, it's Paul Murray
And Dave
and Dave.
And friends.
and friends. That's it. Gotta never forget the friends. But so how was your weekend, Hugh? Were you busy?
Very busy. Good. My mother and basically my stepfather came over for a nice barbecue. We had a good time.
Good.
I was over at the farm on a couple of days before flying, and then they were over on the weekend. Yeah, nice time.
Hey, Mr. Hodges.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's up, Hound Dog?
Oh,
I can't stay too long. I gotta run out the door shortly. So
Well, you got a flight to do today?
yeah, I got one to do this morning. We got some weather moving in. So
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but our little buddy Dave there doesn't look too excited this morning.
Say hi to
Well,
Paul, your Uncle Paul's and Uncle Dave's. Say hi.
Annabelle.
stuck in my coat.
She's still been exploring your new clubhouse.
Oh, loves it. Every time I go to the garage, she comes with me now. She runs to the door, and then when I go to the garage door to go home, she runs to the door, and I pick her up and take her back in. She loves it.
Good. That's good.
Good morning, Russell. Good morning, Rick. How you
Their
doing?
inquisitive nature is such that that's
Hence, curiosity killed the cat, right?
Yep. What I had in my yard last night lit up my security lights and everything on the garage.
What'd you have?
A big ass raccoon. I'm talking big raccoon.
You gonna show us?
Let me see if I can find it.
Let's take a look at this big ass raccoon.
yeah, last night there I went to bed. I don't know about quarter to 11, and just starting to doze off about quarter after 11, and I heard the banging noise down beside my bed. Now, what the hell is going on? Oh, Gracie there had a seizure last night.
Oh no.
Oh, is that the first
So-
time?
Oh no, she's had a few, I don't know, 4 or 5 that I know of, but she hasn't had one probably in almost a year now.
Wow.
That's too bad.
Yeah,
Not a fun thing to witness, isn't it? It's hard.
yeah. Well, and the worst thing about it is nothing you can do. You just sit there and comfort her, and she was banging her head up against by the bed there, so I slid her over away from her and just kind of sat there and patted her. About 10 minutes, she was back out of it. She was.
My son has epilepsy, so yeah, I dealt with a lot of seizures when he was little. He hasn't had one in years, but yeah, fun.
I thought it was Vader because he jumped off the bed, and I thought, he was trying to jump up again. What the heck? So I looked over and okay, now I know what it is.
Yes, I haven't heard from Roger all weekend.
No, it's been quiet weekend, eh?
Very quiet. And those guys, I didn't see them on last night.
Nope. They were not on.
That was unusual. And then I figured, well, Roger or Paul will probably go on. Nope, nobody.
Yeah.
Rocky Raccoon went into the saloon.
Yeah, I got 4 or 5 signs to do this morning, plus aerials. So.
Oh, so my wife tipped over the water barrel in our garden yesterday. She was emptying the water out, and she found 2 dead squirrels in it. Big, big squirrels. Oh, so gross. Wouldn't want to drink that water.
No. I found a dead squirrel out right here by the tree when I was mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
A brown squirrel. So he's out in the trash today.
Oh, there he is.
He's a big little bugger, I'll tell you.
Well fed.
He's just eating away those peanuts.
Yeah.
So as I've been cleaning up my garage, I keep discovering little piles of sunflower seeds where the mouse or mice have been storing them and then eating them because then they're all shelled.
Yeah.
And so, things I hadn't moved in a while, right? I move a box and then I see this pile of sunflower seeds. Move a wrench and there's another pile of sunflower seeds. Little bastards.
Hey, want to say good morning to Russell, Carpenter Rick, and Laura.
Yeah,
morning.
little Lama Laura.
Oh,
And Dave's here too. He's kind of in and out. How's it? You're under different medication, aren't you, Dave?
yeah, I got something stuck in my throat and it's hard to talk.
Oh,
Ugh.
did you scratch it when you got it stuck, or is it still there?
No, it's still there.
Oh man, you better maybe think about calling 911 because that's not good.
What'd you get stuck in your
No,
throat?
it's not big. It's like a little sliver of something.
Ooh,
Yeah, but that's not good either.
Yeah.
doesn't sound like
Because if it's irritated enough, your windpipe will constrict and swell, just like if you have a bump or whatever.
Yeah.
And that'll start to cut off your airflow.
What time is it?
Oh,
8:13.
all right. Well, be quiet.
Yeah, okay. Well, you just sit back, relax, buddy, and Paul will take you on the ride.
Yeah.
Right, Paul?
You bet. I gotta look up the phone number of my doctor this morning. Yeah.
Yeah, Russell, I don't think my wife would appreciate that, but thanks for the suggestion.
Oh, there it is, Dr. Carter. Okay, cool. I gotta call him about 15
Although
minutes.
my friend brought over a good high-powered pellet gun, so when I sit outside now, I got my
Yeah.
gun with me.
Ah,
I'm gonna be squirrel hunting in the yard the next little bit.
Now I gotta call my doctor because I was supposed to go in and get those stitches out this morning, but since the surgeon already took them out, I need to go there this morning.
Sure.
that looks like it's healing up good.
Yeah, I guess the patch can come off today, but he said leave the Steri-Strips on there until they fall off.
Yeah.
So
Annabelle.
She's a big cat now. Oof.
Yes, she is. She's not that little bundle of joy. She's a big bundle of joy.
Cuddly kitty.
She's
Well,
always looking for a cookie.
yeah.
When I'm at the desk, oh yeah.
Well, it's unfortunate, but I guess they found. Well, I don't know. They found that kid down in Turkey Point last night, yesterday. So, yeah, an 8-year-old drowned
That's too bad.
2 days ago, and they just found him yesterday.
Oh, so good news on my computer front. So I told you guys my son gave me his old gaming desktop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I rendered a video yesterday, and it took about 2 minutes, and it would have normally taken 40 minutes or an hour on my Mac.
Yeah.
2 or 3 minutes on the desktop.
Mark the time and date. Hugh's talking bad about Apple product.
Oh, not at all. My Mac is just old. It's just old. It's
Well,
everything
you
else runs fine.
talked last winter about replacing that Mac.
I did because it was starting to really slow down for video processing. Everything else runs like super fast. Like the Mac is good for everything else. I find the opposite when I go to the Windows machine. When I surf or do other things on the Windows machine, it's slow, it hangs, but it does video processing really well. So the Mac's not going anywhere.
You got the best of two worlds then.
I got the best of both worlds, exactly.
Okay, where is?
Little Laura wants to know, how is everyone doing? Well, Dave's got a something caught in his craw, and Paul's a busy boy. He's going to go fly this morning. And you got to do any signs or anything, Paul?
I got 4 or 5 signs to do this morning. I forget now.
Wow.
Yeah, I got to get into it here.
And Hugh is getting ready for the big squirrel hunt of 2021.
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, buddy.
And I'm just kind of filling in here for Roger, because I seem to recall, my memory isn't what it used to be, Paul, but didn't he say that he wasn't going to be on today?
Roger said he wasn't going to be on this morning, but he'd be on tonight, I
Tonight.
think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I want to show you something. I was trying to film something on that real estate job here. Oh, hang on. I messed up. But anyways, give me a second here. I'll get it back up. Hang on. I forgot I have to minimize it. Oh, it is already. Okay, cool. Okay. But anyways, you'll see how windy it was. I was trying to control the drone, and look at the trees moving. I'm trying to go in between these trees, and it was just so windy. It was bouncing me all over the place.
Well, especially when you have trees there, the wind just kind of gusts and stuff.
Well, it was just like a tunnel going through here. They would just kept pushing me off the side. Look at the trees moving.
Yeah.
It was.
It's driveway though, isn't it?
It was.
That's some good flying though, because that'll give them perspective down the driveway, right?
Yeah. So yeah.
Now, is that one that has two houses on the drive?
Yep. Here, I'll let me see here. I'll go to it. See if I'll show you some of the aerial here. Where?
'Cause I know you were checking out the satellite imagery and everything.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's not the file I want. Let me see. Let's go to. Okay. Is it minimized? Yep. Okay. There to there to there. Yeah, this is the property here, eh? I was filming. You look over to your right is the one house, the main house
Yeah,
with the pool.
the pool,
Then there's a garage. Then over on the left is another house.
and that all goes in the package.
Yep, there's 7 acres there.
And how much?
I don't know yet. It's not posted yet. But the guy was telling me it's 6 hours to cut all the grass.
Holy crap!
It's too much grass, man. Like who the hell wants to cut grass for
That
6
you
hours?
standing out there by the playhouse?
Yeah, right down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so that was just
That's
part
some
of
good footage there. That'll help them.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm hoping.
A picture's worth 1,000 words. Can you imagine what they used to do before you could get aerials?
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Well, I used to get airplanes used to fly by and take pictures, but that was it. But yeah, it was and railway tracks right there. But that's what they call the Port Stanley Terminal Rail. And
You know what? It's a gorgeous property. That really is.
Yeah.
All those trees. I mean, that's just beautiful.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how much they want for it. I should go look see if they posted anything yet.
I'd bet you a couple of million.
You know,
It's hard
you
to
look
say,
at the
right?
details on the picture, it looks nice, but there's work needs to be done around that place. I was quite surprised. Like the roof was 2 different colors, and the roof was starting to peel. The garage it looked like shit because the roof was so bad.
Okay.
You know, they're just. You think they've done a little bit better job when they're trying to do it.
Yeah, but if you spent let's say even $50,000 on little fix-ups,
Yeah.
that'd be got to be multi-million dollars.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me see. We'll pull him up. See okay, where is?
You know, when I see something like that, and with your description of what needs to be done, I start to think of either the matriarch or patriarch that owned that is gone or gone to another retirement home, and the families doesn't know what to do with it. One of the kids would like to hold on to it, the other ones don't. You know,
Yeah.
there's all kinds of reasons that it's up for sale.
Yeah.
Or you just, you get to a point where it's like my yard work. It really wreaks havoc on me. You didn't used to just buzz it off and get it done,
Yeah. No, it's not listed yet. No. No.
What do you think? Okay.
Oh, little Lamalora is just about to order herself some KFC.
Oh, I'll be right over, Laura.
Yeah.
KFC.
Tell you what I have gotten really hooked on KFC is the little mashed potatoes with the chicken nuggets and the cheese and the chicken gravy over top bowls. The little bowls. Oh,
Oh, Paul,
yeah.
I got a case of those Jimmy
Breakfast
Dean,
bowls?
Jimmy Dean balls.
Yes. I'll tell you what, I eat them breakfast and dinner. If I don't feel like I want to cook something or whatever, just throw it in the microwave, put a little salt, pepper on it, I might sprinkle just a little, I like ketchup on it, just a little bit of ketchup on it. Stir that baby up, and I had a breakfast bowl again this morning.
Yeah.
There's nothing like breakfast bowls. In fact, I think I've got probably 20 or 24 of them in the freezer right now. You don't want to be without my breakfast bowls.
Oh no, man. Oh no.
It's like Paul Hodges without his Timmy Hortons.
You betcha.
And Hugh, you haven't mentioned lately that you've been over to get that big farmer's wrap at Tim Hortons for breakfast.
I was there Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that's usually part of your run when you go to pick your groceries up, right?
Yep, it sure is. Sorry, I'm just multitasking here. I'm trying to get a keyboard connected, but
Okay, now this is going to be an unedited picture. Okay, so go here. Now, see, this is the garage.
Look at that roof.
Look at that roof. You know, and
What
the
the hell
pipe
kind of
going
a
in.
pipe is that sticking out of the roof?
It's a wood stove, I think. I don't know, but it just, that just didn't do any justice.
And why isn't the basketball thing set up instead of laying down?
Yeah, and the thing is, I was supposed to go there around what was that, 1:00 in the afternoon. Well, I get there and the dumps are still not moved, so I ended up back. It was like 2:30 before they finally got it out of there. Before I could go back and do it, and like I said, it was like windy as hell, right? Like the second house looks not bad as far as things. I'm looking to see if I can show you a couple pictures here. Okay, was this? Yeah, this is the main house. Okay, I'll show you this one here first. You just have to remember what it looks like. Oh, I could probably do the one I did above. But
Oh,
okay.
that's nice.
Okay, it don't look bad there, okay? That's
Oh.
presentation. But let me find this next picture. Which one? No, got to be over here. Why did it give me grief this morning? I may have to reboot my computer. Oh, there it goes. It just won't close out. Why not?
when I cleaned out the garage, I found this big stack of DVDs, and all
there you go.
my old family movies are all on here.
Oh, really?
I've been converting them all to digital. Well, they're all really digital, but putting them on the hard drive. It's been interesting.
What the hell's going on here?
I used to have one of those converters for VHS to convert it over to DVD. And,
Yep. I had one of those as well.
Yeah, I might still have it, but I
That's where these came off of. I used my VHS to DVD to convert these.
Yeah.
Now they're going pure digital. I'll put them all up in the cloud.
Mohawk, how you doing? Carpenter Rick, I'm back. Had to order car parts. Ooh, wow.
Wow, it's pretty amazing. These videos are 30 years old. Holy shit. Watching my son walk for the first time over here.
Wow.
Yeah, quite a thing.
AZ Drone, how you doing this morning?
What's up, AZ, Kim, Marshall? How you guys doing?
Marshall's hanging in there. Yep. We're filling in for Roger this morning. Don't know where. I think he said did he have a doctor's appointment or?
Holy crap, man. You could slide off that thing.
Holy shit.
Yeah, did.
Somebody sheared a sheep this morning.
Hi, Hugh.
Good morning.
Dave.
Hey,
other Paul.
David, there he is after another
Look at that
donder.
hair. Look at that hair, man.
What's the
Hey,
problem?
you got a trim too.
No, it's hardly a trim.
I bet you can run 2 or 3 miles an hour faster now.
Yeah,
Well, if he runs fast enough, the beard will curl up like that, and it looks like you have a toupee on.
Oh,
you can blame the weather.
oh, blame the
Just
weather.
It just got too hot up here.
Good morning, Kim.
mustache trimmed and everything. Wow.
Oh yeah, I had to give it a little trim. No loss in length, but hi Kim, Daisy, Rick, Mohawk, Laura.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Roger's got a doctor's appointment this morning.
Okay. Well, David, I really liked that orbit you did over the 2 RVs this morning. Well, whenever you published the video. That was, I don't know what you did, but there was like several movements in there. That was really cool.
So you remember the color of the other roof.
Yeah.
Look at the color on this side. Two
Yeah.
different colors, the roofs. You can see the brown right across the top, but patches missing here, and there was some down here. And I just went, they had 2 different color roofs on
Yeah,
one house.
you
That's
can see in parts of it where it's curling.
just
No,
I had it.
Gary, I didn't lose a bet. It was just too darn hot yesterday. Hi, old crony.
So the weather has turned in Scotland.
It's been warm for about a week now. It just got too warm. The maneuver I've called the squoval, in recognition of the fact that I fly squircles, not sort of square circles, and my circles are more, sort of straight lines with a curve on the end. All you've got to do is pick the center point of the picture and watch, and you'll see it wanders off. Which,
Yeah,
and that one,
pretty good though. It was pretty good.
Yeah, no, that one. I flew sort of towards it, the vans, while trying to do a circle one way and descending, and then I came back just pulling back and what have you, flying backwards effectively, doing the opposite the other way. It looked good. I'm quite happy with it. I just hope I can do it again sometime.
Like your flying is always good, but that was exceptional. That was really exceptional.
Well, enjoy work, Gary.
Have fun.
Well, thanks you. I enjoy the flying, and that place. There's nothing to worry about hitting anything. There's nothing there to hit.
All I kept thinking was how there was nothing around you guys, and how peaceful it would be to go for a walk there. No people.
Oh yeah.
You don't get that around here. Even in Canada, I mean, just too many people around here. Yep.
I don't know. You must have less population density outside the cities than we do. No, I think you need to get
It
that.
depends on where you go. Yeah.
see there, Paul. You've got patches missing all over the place, eh?
yeah.
And look at this, they patched up with a bit of brown over here, and like you got 2 roofs that, Jesus, it just, yeah.
Well, I don't know what it costs over in Canada for a roof job and for the little fixing up that should be done, but I'm guessing in tip-top shape it'll bring a lot more money.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's going to bring a lot of money anyway. What?
Yeah. Well, a straight roof like that, you're probably looking at about 12,000, 13,000, for a professional company to come in and do it. But
So for $50,000, $60,000, they could primp that place right up.
oh, yeah, fix the roof on the garage and, just make it look a little bit better, right? So
Yeah.
I think it would have made a big difference, especially on the selling, So, the agent's not going to show the roof parts because, well, but then they have to disclose it. You can see it from the ground anyway. So when they do come down, look at it. I mean, it's a nice big property, but like you said, like 6 hours, they said, to cut the grass there.
No, thanks.
Yeah.
I'd rather just let it grow up into a nice meadow, just with wildflowers and grasses, and just leave it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Have you seen how big the Canada is, Hugh?
Pardon me?
You know how big Canada is?
I'm familiar with the country. Yeah.
With compared with how big the UK is.
Oh, absolutely. So there's a tiny band of population in Canada. The rest of it isn't even accessible. Like you can't even get there. There's no roads past a certain point, David. It's like
Yeah,
you might as well not even be there, right? For all intents and purposes, Canada's a little strip along the U.S. border. That's the country.
Yeah, your population's 38 billion against 60 something billion, a million, sorry, not billion, million, as against 60 million in the UK, and only 5-6 million in Scotland. So
It was 100 million in the UK.
no,
Are you sure?
the news is exaggerating, unless there's a lot come in the last year or so.
Okay, population. Oh yeah, 66 million. Okay, so you're only twice the population.
Yeah, but look at how little we've got compared with you. Spread out a bit, man. Build some roads.
I know. I hear you, man. I hear you. But the one thing is, when you go up to northern Scotland, well, basically anywhere north of outside of the cities, it's quiet. It's empty. You know, it's just lovely. That's what I liked about it.
That
I
place,
know that there's probably not a lot of people going to be able to come out there and visit for the summer with the way things are going, is it, David, or is it lighten up?
we've got plenty with the English coming up.
So
It depends who you talk to.
let's tell the story. Now that it's let up so you can't travel around Europe as much as often, that now the UK residents are beginning to rediscover Scotland, Ireland, all those kinds of places.
Yeah, largely. But the problem is they're behaving the same way as they would on the beaches in Spain or Portugal or whatever.
Like
And-
the utter twats.
And it is just not appropriate behavior.
I didn't know Scotland had nude beaches.
No. I reckon.
Are you talking about the partying in the wild?
and leaving the place trashed.
Yeah, just
Oh,
disrespectful.
Hey.
no respect. Yeah.
Twister. Old Crony, that movie was on last night on TV. Twister. With Helen Hunt and all those guys. Yeah. One of my favorite movies. Yeah, so I had a good weekend. Had family over, had a barbecue. Felt like post-pandemic days are almost here. It's great.
Oh, I don't know what's happening here. It's so cases are going up, which is understandable because they've unlocked an awful lot. But I don't know. It depends what happens, whether the cases end up in hospital or they just fade away again, I suppose. But England looks like it's going to not make its target of fully opening up by June the 21st. I don't know how that will affect us. If they do, they seem to be heading down the slippery slope again down there.
Is the variant pretty widespread in the UK?
Well, there's all sorts of variants, but so far they're saying all of them will respond to people who've had the vaccinations. So.
Okay.
Yeah, as you can see, it's kind of a little dingy around here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got some what do you call them? LED lights for my garage.
Oh, did you? You said you ordered them.
Yeah, I'll have to show you guys. They look pretty cool. I'm impressed.
What does your little buddy think about it?
I don't think she gives a shit. She can see in the dark, so she doesn't care for that.
Well, I just wondered, you didn't have them twinkling or anything, or?
No, you can. I have them steady, but you can have them flashing. You can have them pulsing and doing all kinds of weird things.
You can do the full 70s disco with the lights.
Yeah, there you go.
With LEDs.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go out to the garage. I'll take you guys with me. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, David, you made your trip for the weekend and everything turned out fine.
Yeah, it went better than we expected. I was feeling better, so I drove. So we went to the original place we were going to go to. Interesting getting into it. It's going to be interesting if it comes across in the video how narrow the road was. But, lovely spot, lovely
Very
walks.
narrow, huh?
Well, a lot of ships coming down this morning, Paul. Eh?
Oh, what do we got here? There's the lights.
Oh,
Echo, turn the photography lights off.
oh,
Oh, nice.
Isn't that neat? Yeah, just just a little bit of backlighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, something, little something
What's
fun.
it? Gonna say it almost looked like it was a voodoo thing in there.
I was going to say, I wonder what he's up to with those chipmunks now.
Well, with the tripod there, I thought
Oh.
you turned into another master mason.
There.
He's got the,
Those are my
he's got the gun
chipmunk
there.
weapons.
Yeah, look at the
Rifle.
knives hanging there. Like, I'm just going, you just need a couple of skulls there. You can look like a voodoo thing.
What skulls you say?
Yeah,
Oh.
skulls.
He's got
Oh,
that.
what, skulls?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
We got skulls, man. Anyway, yeah, there it is. Like, yeah, I
Did,
can
did
get
Annabelle
back.
go with you?
No, not this time because I got a
Oh, okay.
carrier and stuff. So I came in here to get my hobby box so I can charge up some batteries. Echo, turn the garage off.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go. I gotta go do some.
Hey,
flying
Paul,
outside,
listen, you
so-
don't work too hard today.
Yep, get it done before it gets too hot.
Yeah.
It gets too
Hey.
windy. So
You know what? I took just what was it, a week or so ago? I was having trouble with that one battery, or was it a couple of weeks ago?
about a
On
week
the
ago or so.
Inspire
Yeah.
One battery.
Yep.
Well, I just finally yesterday, I thought, what the hell? I'm going to put it up in the backyard. And within a matter, it went from, and it was down to 69% battery life.
Oh,
So I flew it, and the next thing I know, nope. And it did a forced landing at 52% battery.
oh.
So
wow.
I go over and I'm watching the battery, and they're changing colors, each cell, and up and down and all kinds of stuff going on. So that sounds like a bad battery to me. It's only got 23 charges on
Whoa, jeez. Did you try another good battery though in it?
it.
Just
No,
to make
because
sure.
I haven't charged the other ones up.
So I would charge the other ones up just to make sure.
And so I forced it to go all the way down to, I think, 18 or 20% just by on the ground, leaving it run and then giving it a little boost every once in a while so that it does this.
Yeah.
And so I forced that battery all the way down. So
Wow. Yeah, I'd be trying a regular battery just to make sure. Another one.
yeah.
But anyway, okay, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta
Okay,
go. I
Paul.
got some stuff to do. So catch you guys
All right.
after. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
It's a cool little device. This thing automatically discharges your batteries down to storage voltage.
Oh, yeah. It's a heat sink, right?
Yeah. I had a battery here.
Well, see, on the DJI, as you well know, on most of them, not all of them, most of them, you can set it for how long before it goes into self-discharge.
Yeah.
How many days?
Yeah.
And the Inspire One, I have them set for 10 days. So
I don't know why they haven't done that yet with the FPV batteries because they're a real pain in the ass. They really
Yeah.
are. The main drawback I find is, and they're dangerous. They really are dangerous. You put the wrong, if two batteries have big differences in voltage potential and you put them on the charger, they'll start smoking.
yeah.
Really dangerous.
Well, I know that Kim's got a smart charger that allows him to charge different kinds of batteries, and it pretty much monitors the batteries while it's charging. But I know that's not cheap either.
Yeah, probably not. Another interesting thing I discovered is, so when I lost my drone, I figured I would just play back the DVR footage of my goggles and see where it went down. Problem is, the cheap goggles, they don't have a playback feature.
Oh,
But, so I have a little memory card reader for my phone, but I didn't have it with me. So anyway, now it goes into this little FPV toolbox, which comes with me every time I leave the house now.
yeah, that would have been nice to have.
Yeah, it would have been, because it took me an awfully long time to find. I went down 3 times in the grass, and each time it took 20 to 30 minutes to find the drone. Yep. Lots of fun. All right, let's plug this in and see if it blows up. Oop. It's not exploding. Okay, let's see what happens. So what'd you get up to this weekend, Paul?
Oh, just did a little bit of flying. Just so friggin' hot. You know, I go down and I fly a ship, and I come back, and by the time I land, take the battery out, the battery's hot. My crystal sky monitor is hot, even though it has lots of vents and supposed to have fans and everything else.
Yeah.
I think though that I've got an issue with the crystal sky monitor I have. I've got the Ultra, because it keeps coming up and saying only when I'm down by the water that I have inconsistent firmware. Do I want to update now? Well, I'm sitting there waiting, the ship's coming.
Yeah.
And I say no. So I come home and turn it on, and I don't get the same warning.
Well, that's
I'm having a similar thing with my Air 2. When I'm ready to fly somewhere, it comes up with a fly safe needs to be updated.
Yep.
Switch on the internet sort of thing. Give me internet. When I set it up at home, nothing.
Nothing. Yep. Yeah, I don't get that in my flight. And the thing of it is that I'm not connected to my cell phone or anything. So here I am down by the water, and it thinks it wants to change and do something, and I'm thinking, no, because I don't have internet connection.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to get it into that loop. So then when I come home, when it connects to my local internet, my Wi-Fi, it doesn't ask me that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Weird.
that is weird. So do you have the ability to update things while you're out and about, sort of thing, or?
Well, I haven't done it because I'm waiting on a ship that's just momentarily I want to fly it. So I'm not going to do the slider, say go ahead and do it now, because they could be sitting there for a while.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, since I don't necessarily have internet access, then it's going to lock itself up in there for a while looking for the internet.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just kind of maddening.
Yeah, that's the one thing I find frustrating about DJI is these weird updates. You know,
And I understand from their end they want to keep making things better, but
yeah,
but why don't they?
that's a good question.
no, it's not, and I find that if you really look at some of the updates, David, it isn't anything that I give a rat's rear end about anyway.
Quite often with updates on the Air 2, it's updates now for the Mini 2 and the what you call it, the FPV one.
Yeah.
So they're nothing to do with me anyway, but they want the app updated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim's asking if you have rescue beep, Hugh.
What's that?
Kim's asking, do you have a rescue beep on your drone?
I do on my Flywoo. I don't on my little 3-inch. But I think I need to put one on the 3-inch because boy, it was hard to find.
Yeah, Kim says he's got that Venom Duo, and it's an awesome charger.
Let me look at. Oh, is that a charger or a beeper?
The Venom Duo is the charger, but
Okay.
It's a charger unit.
Venom Duo sounds.
Sounds venomous.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 80-watt dual charger. Oh my goodness,
it
Wow.
does it all.
it's a good looking friggin' charger. Yeah, I've just got. This is the one I've got, Kim. I don't know if you can see it. It's the IMAX B6. It's pretty basic, but it works. It does the job.
That's what I used to have when I used to fly. What was it? Way back when.
Yeah.
You used to use those same kind of batteries. Like on the Walkira series.
Shit, that Venom Duo is $230.
You're joking.
$30 for the other one.
I had a quick look and I can get it for 70 here. You just need to come to Scotland.
Woo.
£70.
It's a little more reasonable, isn't it? I also got a smoke stopper the other day. It's basically just prevents overcurrent. So when you're working on your quadcopter on the bench, you're supposed to have your props off in case there's some kind of flyaway condition or something that happens, because you can get pretty mangled up. Anyway, the smoke stopper does the same thing. When it senses a high current draw, it just shuts the drone off. So
You sure wouldn't want that happening in the air, though, would you?
had it happen in the field when I picked up my drone the first time it crashed. I was trying to pull the battery out and my finger slipped down to the controller and hit the arm button. And the damn thing armed and hit my fingers. Yeah. I threw it into the dirt and it started flying away and I hit the disc. It's quite an adventurous day, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, those are the stories you can tell.
Yeah. But I did successfully power loop a barn. So, hey.
Oh, I can successfully report that if you do lose a signal with an Air 2 and OcuSync 2, it will come home.
Bloody well good, shouldn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't wait a long time before it comes home. I tell you, I was getting worried.
Oh yeah, it sits there and hovers for a little while.
Yeah, come to bed, come. It was, I couldn't see it. I could just see the,
Yeah. Hey,
no,
Mr.
I could see it. It was in
Jackson's
the
on
distance.
Yeah, that's the thing. When it goes to loss of signal, it'll sit there for a minute and try and reestablish.
Yeah.
And what they tell you to do is either walk towards it or walk away from whatever to change your transmitter.
I was watching the signal going down, thinking I'm going to have to turn back soon, otherwise I'm going to lose it altogether. And then the signal went from one brown, just went altogether. There was no red. It just went. Oh. And it's an awful long time when you're waiting for it.
Yeah, and it hovers for a while there.
Oh yeah, it's a long time when you're waiting for it, but it turned around and came home, so it was okay. Hi, Chris.
Mr. Chris, how are you today?
So speaking of GPS rescues and stuff, I tested my GPS rescue on my Flywoo this weekend. So things to notice or to take note of. If you try the GPS rescue within 100 meters, the drone drops right to the ground. It says that. So it has to be at least 100 meters away. So I got my drone out about 110 meters, flipped the, and it started coming back, kind of wobbling back. So, it was okay. Anyway, I flew back a little bit and I figure I'll give it one more shot before I go home. Flipped the GPS rescue, and just dropped into the sky.
Dropped right out of the sky, huh?
Yeah. Now, what I noticed flight footage afterwards was that
ball on you guys. I see you.
It's Chris's radio.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
broke.
Well,
Like,
it's all the little tricks, things that the more you fly, the more you learn, the more you experience.
yep.
And it does help make you a better pilot, especially control resources and things like that the average person, I didn't know it would do that. I didn't know it would do that.
It's expensive too.
Yep.
Now I'm down for 2 or 3 weeks while I wait for an arm. Well, but the nice thing is I got 3 FPV drones, so I'm down 1 drone. I still have 2 others to fly. So I'll tell you what, this new camera, boy, it took a beating this weekend.
Did it?
Yeah, it took a good beating. Still ticking.
Just reminded me something I have to do.
What's that?
You just reminded me of something I have to do.
Oh, okay.
Prepare this camera so it can take a good beating. Charging the pocket.
Okay. Oh, baby. He wants some attention. Annabelle keeps rubbing my leg.
Yeah, I've got a doctor's appointment in a bit as well. Roger's away for one.
Okay.
It's they're starting to wake up at the doctors, so
Yeah.
all my appointments are coming round.
Hey, Furball Kim, did you guys end up getting your second shots? I know that you went Saturday without any luck, but you were going to go yesterday, I think, again.
Is that the new mount on it? Yeah, Kim, that's where the heck did I just put it? That's the new mount. That's the red one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kim printed that out for me. I still haven't done an unboxing yet. I got to do that. Hey, don't chew the cable. Cat was chewing the power cable. Not good.
You can tell it's hot. Our cat's just walking along somewhere and she'll just stop because she's found it a little bit cooler than where she was, and she'll just collapse there.
Yeah.
Then when that bit of cool goes away,
Oh,
she
they
goes and
ran
finds
out
another
again,
bit.
huh? Roger and Kim have been going over there because they thought maybe they could squeak in,
Yeah.
get their second dosage, but no such luck.
It's on the road again.
Yeah.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Chris, you're muted in case you didn't know. Although I imagine he's a busy little boy right now. Yeah, the things that you learn, that just one thing I have never personally experienced is, because you remember years ago, he seemed to hear about it more and more, was a flyaway.
Yes.
I never have experienced a flyaway.
Yeah,
Scary.
I have.
It's horrifying. It's happening like what, a month ago on my new little 3-inch drone. Just straight up gone.
I just, with my first Spark, I had a flyaway.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did it
Which
come
is
back?
why I don't like using the, what do you call them, quick shots or hyper shots or whatever they are. I don't like using them because that's the only time I could make the Spark fly away, and it did it twice.
Did you get it back?
Yes, both times. It hit a tree first time, and I was in sufficient space that I could cancel the quick shot and, you know,
So
sort
it
it out.
was, in your experience, a defect in that particular part of the programming?
I think it was either in the software or something in the firmware that it didn't like when it went into that mode.
Yeah.
But I just don't trust them anymore. I just don't use them.
I don't use any of the specialty effects at all on mine. Never have. It's like, I've had a lot of people down and I'm talking to them like after a ship or whatever, and they'll say, well, do you hit the button and it automatically comes home? I said, no, I'm kind of old school. If I'm in the air, I'm in control, not the drone.
I'll sometimes use the RTH to bring it home, but I always land myself.
Yeah.
Because for one thing, the auto lander, they say it's accurate, but it's not.
Well, especially in, an area where you want to hit a target. But because I've noticed anytime I've tested return to home, which I haven't done in years, it came home and it did land, but it was like 6 or 8 feet off, whatever, And when I'm flying down by the water, I'm in a parking space and I've got a sidewalk with people walking around and all kinds of stuff. Nope.
Yeah.
In fact, that's one of the reasons I stopped flying the Inspires with carbon fiber blades.
That's right.
Because
I saying that. Yeah.
I was told the carbon fiber would cut a leg off a dog.
Oh, yeah.
And we're talking about blades hew on the Inspire like this long.
Yeah. Plus, they generate static electricity, right? They generate. You can get interference from them. So.
Yep.
I saw what a plastic blade on a Phantom did to a guy. So a carbon fiber on an Inspire, the bigger, longer blade would.
Yep. And I've got a whole box of them. It's like, no. Yeah. But they are quieter with the carbon fiber, more responsive, and they will go a lot faster with the carbon fiber because the blade doesn't flex at all.
Hey, David, have you ever used ExpressVPN for storage? You ever heard of them?
I've never used anybody called VPN for storage,
What about Backblaze? You ever tried those?
Can't say I've used it. I haven't. The only ones I've really used are I use Google Drive, but not for storage. I use it for transfer.
Okay.
When I was using that when I was likely to use that kind of thing, obviously would be in the services, and back then there was no such thing as cloud storage. Whether they use it or not now, I don't know. Hi, Tim. But mostly in Civvy Street, there was a lot of proprietary.
Hey, Mr. Jackson.
Good day, Jocko.
I've got to go. He's phoning early. No, he isn't.
That's right.
He's gone away again. Doctors. He must have started ringing me up and realised he's half an hour early. Yeah, Kim. A broken prop won't cost you that much. Time's it in Timland? Well, it's nearly bedtime for Tim. That's if he's on a normal day. And I've heard it's you that needs a cold shower, Tim.
Kim, did you get that? Yeah. Yeah, he does. Well, Tim's been living his best life.
Living the dream, yep.
That's good. Glad to see it.
I'm glad to see, that he's having a good time.
Yep. All right, I'm going on my mobile. I will be right back.
Okay.
I gotta get off my desk before my hip starts getting cranky. Right back.
It's
Did you miss me?
Oh, yeah.
gone so long here.
I know, right? You guys might-
David and I almost felt like orphans.
You know, right? Okay.
Hey, Chris, if you can hear me, you know you're on mute, right?
Yeah, should be in bed, but Kelly just got done straightening my hair. So he obviously doesn't want to mess his hair up. Does anybody know of an editor for your phone that'll deal with 4K?
That
Adobe
does it
Premiere
on your
Pro.
phone?
Yeah.
No,
Sorry, what did you say here?
Why is that uncommon?
No, I'm not hearing you properly.
Oh, I said, is that uncommon?
Well, I've tried a couple, and all I get is what do you call it? I've tried KineMaster and I've tried Filmora Go,
Okay.
and neither of them. Well, KineMaster said no, I can't decode it. Filmora Go decoded and played one, and when I went back to play it back for Lindsay again to show her that Filmora Go would do it, it wouldn't do it. So because it had done it once, I put in a call to Filmora, and they've come back and said no, it doesn't do it. So I said, but it did it once.
well,
that's good.
Filmora is looking for a subscription, right?
Yeah, even the Pro, even
right.
the Pro doesn't do it, but Filmora Go Pro doesn't do it either. And that was because you can get a trial of Pro as well. So I've tried those two, which are the two I sort of know, and I just wondered if but I start going through the list one by one.
Yeah.
And what have you, is if anybody knew one that would work with 4K on a phone.
Yeah, I got, because I just don't edit at 4K anymore. Actually, I will be now that I've got the desktop.
Well, I usually wait till I get home, but I'm doing so much now on the what do you call it, the Pocket, that it would be nice to have the ability to see some more of it.
Are you having fun with the Pocket, David?
Yeah, it's so much easier going for a walk with just the thing in my pocket and not the tripod and camera.
Oh, right, because you got a gimbal now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably would, perhaps, Tim, but I'm not getting one. I'll do without for that.
All right, I think I need some kale in my omelet.
Oh, we're making an omelet.
Make an omelet, boys. Because I ain't got no breakfast bowls.
There you go. David, how's you said the weather is getting really hot there in Scotland?
Yeah, it's bright. It's a bit overcast today, but it's bright, sunny and warm. Fans on speed 2.
So will that last for a while, or are you cyclical where it goes up and down? And...
It'll be raining by the weekend.
Oh, sure, because you're going to go somewhere.
No, it's just we've had enough warm for now. Let's see what the weather is.
I wish I had some fresh garlic. Yeah. Oh well.
Oh no, forecast for next Monday. But it's gonna be warm right through till next Monday, according to this.
Wow.
So far.
Unbelievable. Right back, I got to get another refill.
Right, you. Hi, Frank. Hi, Paul. I'm reckoning you're You're in the checkout at Walmart, Paul. I bet you that's wrong. Hugh, Kim's saying that he's bought a can of acetone to smooth out prints.
Cool.
So David, I would say that versus the Spark, you're very happy with your two.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's chalk and cheese. It's I mean, I was a lot further than I should have been. And I put my hands up to that and say, yeah, would have been my fault if I'd lost it.
Well, you know, it's almost cottage industry watching everybody speculate on the newest, latest, greatest drone coming out.
Oh, you mean the latest, not so greatest, the Mini 2 SE is the.
You know, the SE, but then there some people pushed it even further about the Mavic 3.
I'm just wondering with the SE, is it they've run out of some chips or something, so they're selling it without all the bells and whistles.
Isn't it 720 too?
Yeah,
I've no idea. Is it?
yep,
Yep.
720p, and it's supposed to be targeted toward the $200 to $300 price range.
I thought
And
you
you
were going
only
to say 2
get
to
one
3 year old.
battery. You only get one controller. You only get. There isn't. I don't think there's a Fly More available.
Uh-huh. And now
Like
Tim
an
says
entry
it's-
level.
But that's, you would have thought that the Mini could continue as the entry level machine with the Mini 2 as the step up in that area. But they're the marketing people. Tim Jackson's saying he's loving the Air One, Hugh. It flies great. And Tim's asking you a question, Paul.
Me a question?
No, Paul.
Oh, sorry.
What did Kelly just buy? A wedding dress?
It'll now go quiet.
Or Tim, are we talking about like a drone or something? Well, you know, the Mini, do they call it the 2 SE?
It's the 2 SE is the new one, yeah. Yeah. Or the supposed new one.
Well, supposedly somebody showed a picture of a box. It didn't look like a box. It looked like a plastic cover that said that it was, it didn't indicate it had OcuSync. It just Wi-Fi only. Probably the enhanced Wi-Fi version. Because it's supposed to get like 2 to 4 miles, I think. Not the 4 to 7 that you get with OcuSync. Oh wow,
Zoom.
Tim!
Fly More with the smart controller.
Good for her.
What'd she buy?
She bought the Mavic 2 Zoom Fly More with the smart controller.
Wow.
When we were at Corgarth Castle, I got chatting to a guy who was flying the castle with a Mavic 2 Zoom. And Lindsay had obviously seen the glint in my eye.
My drone, my Zoom is just sitting over there. I haven't flown it in quite some time.
I'm just
Because the Pro, the Mavic 2 Pro is my go-to simply because of the 1-inch sensor.
Well, with all the gear he had, this guy, I was surprised he didn't have the Pro with the 1-inch sensor. He was Yeah. He just had the best of everything, sort of thing.
And the
Sorry
other
for
thing,
clanking.
the other thing I haven't figured out yet is why they haven't come out with a firmware upgrade. And see, I don't know anything about the firmware stuff side of it. But I thought that digital zoom always in firmware. Why they didn't upgrade the Mavic 2 Pro to have digital zoom capability.
They probably
Depends.
want you to buy the Zoom, the Mavic Zoom, right?
It's also whether it is capable of it, not because of firmware, but because of the sensor. It depends
Okay.
how they're using the sensor.
Okay.
The sensor's irrelevant. You can zoom in via software, firmware, right? Like,
No, it's the way they use the sensor, Hugh. You
Okay.
you don't get to use, when you say it's got a 1-inch sensor, we'll go with that, yeah. You might only be using 2/3 of that, the center block, as it were. It's using what's round to do stabilization, to do all sorts of things, color. You know, when you're doing cine-like, it's doing that in all that spare space. You don't get the whole of the 1-inch sensor or the whatever size sensor you've got for taking the image. It's used for other things, recording other things. Yeah. Hi, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck, how's it going?
morning, Chuck.
See, that's what I think is going on in the Air 2S when you go to 4K and you use certain capabilities, the way you do with other drones, and the way you do with this Pocket 2. When you go to 4K, you can't do certain other things. That's all.
See, not knowing that stuff, I just thought that a programmer could alter the firmware to manipulate it to do whatever they want to.
They could, but would it make the drone any more usable for the user? That's the problem, because you've got to lose something to unless you've got resources flying which are doing nothing, you're going to lose something. And it's what do they choose? And does doing that affect the rest of their range in a different way? You don't, it's so I'm laughing at something Chuck was saying. The last comment, he must have been listening to me and twinkling about one. Oh, that's all right then. But it'll not happen. It'll not happen. My next drone's a while away.
Well, it gets to a point where my Mavic 2 Zoom, my Mavic 2 Pro, pretty much will do everything that and the way I fly and the things I do. I don't need, the Mini. I don't need the Air 2. I don't need all of those drones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you've got those two, you don't, I would say. In fact, yeah.
And it took a while because I was buying them just because they were the latest and greatest. And then I was having the issue with the new controller having to hold down the one button with the thumb while you
the function button while you, See, I can pretty much handle that, except I would love to zoom during some of these maneuvers I'm doing, but I run out of fingers.
See, when the Mavic 2 Zoom, it's two wheel. One wheel zoom, one wheel is the up and down. And so, like you say, when you're on the sticks, and I'm a thumber, when I'm on the sticks, I can be doing a maneuver and I can zoom in and out, and I can also tilt the camera up and down. So it was just uncomfortable for me to try and figure out how to push that button, do that wheel, plus still
And use the stick.
manipulate two sticks. It was like I
Yeah.
was missing a hand.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean that, you know, I think that people adapt, and if you're used to, and if you learned on and you're comfortable with flying that particular controller, God love you. My question is though, with the Mavic 2, the Mavic Air 2, I noticed that you can use the smart controller. Does it convert it over so that the two wheels now, you don't have to be pushing the button to zoom in and out?
I don't know.
Because I know on the smart controller, it has the two wheels as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I've not got a smart controller.
Yeah, I understand about the concerns about where you can fly. With the Mini 2, you can fly because you got to fly under the rules of the country you're in. He's talking about being in the UK around people and that kind of thing.
Yeah, you still have to register in the UK with a Mini 2.
And as a tourist, can you just out and out register?
I don't know what the rules are for tourists, but I do know that you start to register, not because of the weight or anything, but because it's got a camera.
I know in in Canada, if you're a US citizen going to Canada, there's a big process to have to register, because I think, I could be wrong, Tim, maybe you're here. I was told that you used to be able to fly in Canada as a US pilot if you were accompanied by a Canadian licensed pilot at the same time, but
No.
I could be wrong that that's changed now, and that's not the fact anymore.
It's irrelevant. If you're an American pilot, you have to apply for what they call an SFOC, a Special Flight Operations Certificate.
Yep.
That's the only way you can fly legally.
And
There's
it isn't like you can just wing it. You got to plan that baby out, right?
Pardon me, you've got a what?
In other words, like you can't just send in an application to the Canadian government saying, yeah, I'm going to be in Canada on, let's say, August the 12th to the 15th, and I'm going to fly. They want to know the details of what you're going to fly, where you're going to fly, when you're going to fly.
I don't know, to be honest. I've never filled one in, but probably.
Because, it's just the nature of government. They want more details. And I know that Centroid, Mark, like a month and a half before the last Roger Palooza, sent all his paperwork in, and he never got any answer back. And he came up, went to Roger Palooza, flew and everything, did everything, came back, and a month and a half later, he gets another from Transport Canada, got a letter saying they needed more information.
Yeah.
Hi, Steve. Paul, I will be back, but I've got to go and
okay, David.
Use the bathroom before this doctor phones.
Okay, all right. But yeah, so I know it's not just easy peasy type of thing.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt.
Or
yeah, what's the process for flying in the US if you're a foreign pilot?
That's what I do not know.
Oh, okay.
I do not know. I think that there's probably a form to fill out, but I think that you can get forgiveness if you have a license like that. Let's say you were flying, standing next to you, and the PIC is now the even though he may not be flying the aircraft, the PIC in the US is designated anybody that is licensed to fly where they're flying under the rules under the FAA rules and regulations, as long as you're capable of taking control of the aircraft. So in other words, like if you came over here, as far as I understand it, and you wanted to fly, as long as I'm within the capabilities of directing you or taking control of the aircraft from you, you could fly.
So what it says is you will need to get a remote pilot certificate issued by the FAA to fly your drone as the pilot in command. The FAA does not currently recognize any foreign RPC or equivalent. Or you can have a remote pilot with a US RPC fly the operation for you.
Yes, yes.
That's from the FAA website.
Yeah, so what, in the way I read that, and I could be wrong, but the way I read that is that the pilot in command, because if you go and look at what the FAA designates a pilot in command, it can be any licensed, regular FAA certified drone pilot who is either flying the aircraft or capable of taking control of the aircraft on as needed.
Yeah, it doesn't say that. Another thing it says is that if your UAS or drone is registered in your home country, you need to submit an application to obtain a foreign aircraft permit 2 weeks in advance of the proposed start date of the operation.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I think a lot of that's targeted you for, let's say you were coming over here for, let's say, purposes of putting together like a production company, that you have a specific thing you're going to fly, not just like, ooh, that's cool, let's fly that. No. In other words, like they're looking at the real commercial end of it.
There's the link in the chat if anybody's interested.
But it sounds to me like it's even more restrictive in Canada because
sounds pretty much the same.
Unless you're registered in Canada, there's no way in hell your drone's going to fly.
Right, but I don't see this other provision you're talking about a pilot in charge letting you fly. That's not what I see in here. I see that you either have to be certified and obtain a special certificate or have an FAA certified pilot fly the mission for you on your behalf. I don't see anything about a pilot in charge passing you the controls and allowing you to fly. That's not in here so far. Well, but I haven't read all through. I'm just looking through it.
And maybe it's cloudy, or maybe I'm misunderstanding it, but in all the testing I've done under my 107 testing license and everything, it says that you may have.
Oh, here we go. I found it, Paul. If you do not have a US RPC, you may operate the US or drone under the direct supervision of the certified US remote pilot acting as the remote PIC, if the remote PIC has the ability to immediately take control of the UAS. Right. Okay, there you go. Yep, right. I found it. Okay. Cool.
So in other words, like if I was standing next to you, you could fly. And if I had to, I could take the controller from you and take over if need be.
There you go. Neat. Yep.
And I think that's written in there because there's some drones, of course, that you can have two controllers, one camera operator, one other operator. And I think that that's written in there so that you can, you know, they wanted to identify the pilot in command is the pilot in command.
Yeah.
Because out of all the testing, I think that was one of the questions that I got. Not this last time, but maybe the time before that. You know, you got to take that damn test every 2 years, recertification test. But now they've opened it up. It used to cost me like $200 every 2 years. Now the testing is free. So
Oh, wow.
and
Just the
you do it
recurrent
and you
testing or
can
the
do it
initial?
online, and you can change your answers to the right answer over and over and over again until you pass. I think
That sounds crazy.
what they have decided is it's more important to drive home the answers to the specifications of the remote pilot or the pilot, you know, the FAA certified pilot license, to get you on board with what they are. And if you have to repeat, because what it does is at the end of the test, it says, get my score. You get your score and you say, oh, you missed these. You can take then and hit the back arrow, change your answer to the right answer, and it accepts it. And then you say, check my test again. Oh, you passed, congratulations.
Yep. Interesting.
Well, thanks for clarifying that. I thought I was right, and because that's the only difference that I see from what you were saying about in Canada, is I don't think it has that ability of a Canadian PIC to,
Yeah, it definitely doesn't. I've read the Canadian rules top to bottom many times.
you know, because I know a lot of people, Roger said before, well, you know, if you can do it in the US, it won't be long, we can do it here too. And I haven't seen that change come down.
Yeah. Well, they might. You never know.
So Tim Jackson was saying Kelly bought the Mavic 2 Zoom and the smart controller. My question would be, Tim, did you let her fly yours a couple of times? Is that what hooked her, or did she just do it on her own? Yeah, Mika Steve, she flew mine Saturday and got hooked. Oh, okay, I see.
Nice. Still have it. A missing battery. It's not. Well, I'm sure looking forward to getting my drone fixed and getting back up with that particular drone. It's really a nice flyer.
Well, good for you, Tim. That will help cement your relationship, because now you've got that in common to do, and she'll enjoy going out with you and flying herself, and you can fly your drone, she can fly hers. And hey, Stella's in the house.
What's up, Go Fish Office? How you doing?
Yeah, well, that's cool. See, does she have it now, Tim? Did she buy yours or did she buy her own? Because I know that I would never see you parting with your smart controller, so she must have bought her own. Toy Man's Bar and Grill, how you doing?
Bill Fish said he was just in the hospital or something, had a heart operation or something. Hope you're doing well, Toy Man.
Yeah. We don't like to hear any of that.
All right, another DVD set. Copy and convert. Making some progress here today.
I bet Tim was grinning from ear to ear when Kelly decided she liked flying.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think, Tim, didn't you say that she liked to do photography in general anyway?
My wife is not a big fan of drones.
No? Well, my girl Lenny, she you know what her opinion is about drones. She says that's fine and dandy. She says, but after you've flown the real thing, I'm not interested in flying a toy. So I get it. You know, years and years of flying military helicopters. I get it.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, Roger.
Roger.
Comment ça va, mon ami? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? You know, even though I've flown real aircraft, I think drones are pretty exciting, especially the FPV drones.
Well, the versatility versus a regular aircraft. You look at all the maintenance and all the things you have to do to maintain and keep an aircraft. Plus, you can't just make you got to pretty much plan every flight. And even though we plan a little bit, there's a little bit more ability to go with the flow.
Yep. Oh, Paul, have you taken your meds this morning?
What day is it?
Monday, and I haven't taken mine either.
Okay.
Oh, surgery's Friday. Okay, Toy Man. Well, good luck for it, bud. I hope it goes well.
Morning, gents.
Hey,
Mr. Well,
Bob.
how you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. You guys?
Well, it's good to see you, buddy.
Yeah,
You sound
thank
like shit. I hope you feel better than you sound.
yeah, I'm all right.
Oh, are you in hospital? Holy shit.
Yeah, so yeah.
Oh no. What's going on this time?
Oh, everything.
Still more with the kidney failure and the liver failure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, good to see you, buddy. Nice to see you on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I know the prognosis is probably not good, but you know, we're all with you, buddy.
yeah, thank you.
Did you bring your tiny hawk to the hospital?
No, I haven't really flown. I got a big enough room too as well.
You should have.
I was thinking maybe you could harass the nurses up and down the hallway.
Well, I got a nice big open field here.
Oh,
Straight out of my window.
right out the window. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so
Ring up the wife, tell her to bring it over.
Probably the launching through the window, though, unless you were right on it, would be probably could get it going out, but coming back through the window because it looks like it's one of those small sliders, you know.
I know it's a big window, opens outwards.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I could actually have a play with it in here.
When did you go into the hospital?
Last Thursday.
Oh shit.
early hours.
Any ETA on getting out?
No idea. I don't think
That's-
it's going to be soon.
Oh man.
Have they got you on dialysis or anything?
Yeah. Yeah, and I got to have I'll tell you offline. I will.
Okay, sure. Well, I'd come and bring you flowers, but then I might be afraid you think we're dating or something. So
Yeah, you can come and give me them. I don't mind telling me you're the butch guy in my life.
And you know what? You know what, Rob? Hugh doesn't mind being your butch guy in your life.
Hey, I'll take that. I'll take that any day.
Sorry, I can't see the chat. So hi everybody in the chat.
Roger's at his doctor's office, and he saw the doctor. Now he's waiting on the nurse.
Okay.
Oh, and Roger said, "Yay, he's getting his drone back from DJI today."
Ooh, right on.
Oh wow. Oh, that's pretty
Kim,
cool.
Kim, you better get those batteries charged up for him.
Well, Rob, I went out flying on last Wednesday, and
Right.
crashed 2 different drones 3 times in big, tall grass out in a farmer's field. Oh my God.
You're joking.
Oh, the walking I did, I could barely move at the end of the day. I was so friggin' tired.
Yeah, because you don't have any beeper on it or anything. You just had to find them, right?
Well, one of them has a beeper, but the damn thing is not loud enough because I walked past it 3 or 4 times before I found it. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, do you know, some of your things are, it made me want to get into FPV, and then it's making me not want to.
it really is a problem. Like when you lose your drone and it goes down, you got to do a lot of goddamn walking around. It's
But I can't. I'm stuffed in.
I know. Well, I got 2 friggin' artificial hips. It wasn't easy either. Yeah, I didn't want to do it. Yeah. So now I'm just going to be a lot more careful about what I fly over. you know.
Yeah.
Hugh has now become best friends with the golf course.
Oh, that's a good idea, Paul.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good idea.
I got my wheelchair across there for all right.
Yeah, you could do a golf course, eh, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either that or eat golf course and have the wife rent a golf cart. She could drive you around in the golf cart.
Hmm.
Well, you're going to have to order one of those off-road bicycles that you showed us a couple weeks ago. Remember those things?
I know.
Those look awesome.
I know. Yeah.
I'll go outside.
I'm seriously thinking of it.
I'll be right back. Mia wants to go out.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, the amount I spend on drones and things like that, it'd be well worth it.
Oh yeah.
It'd be
Get to
well
go
worth
lots of
it.
places.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Go outside.
So how's the food in the Welsh hospital? Is it okay?
Oh no, it's no, it's awful.
Oh shit.
It's awful. But I haven't hardly been eating anything anyway, so
Yeah.
uh,
I actually didn't mind the hospital food in Canada. It wasn't too bad.
yeah, 1 or 2 meals have been alright, but
Yeah.
uh,
Well, I was in for
majority of it.
I was in for 3 weeks a couple of years ago when I had to have my hip done the second time, and so yeah, 3 weeks of hospital food.
Yeah, I'll hopefully lose some weight.
Yeah,
I
I
gotta
actually
go.
did.
Uh,
What's that, Rob?
I gotta go.
Okay, bud. We'll see you. Take care.
Oh, another ship coming down.
Your ship's coming in, eh, Paul?
Yep, the ship is in.
The ship has hit the fan. That's a good looking ship. Wow.
Yeah, that's an ocean going. That's the federal. Just a minute, I'll tell you. As soon as I can read the bow when it gets here.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Paul, have you ever
Why?
flown the Nunavik?
Nunalak?
Nunavik, yeah.
Yeah, I think I have.
Okay. I flew that the other day.
Did ya?
Yep.
Well, you're getting some good flying out. You can go out over the water there.
I can. I just can't get very close, unfortunately.
Yeah, too many obstructions to get down too low, right?
Yeah, there's a hill basically between me and the river, so I've got to stay up around 100 meters. If I go any lower than that, I start to lose link.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Usually most of these that I fly, I'm somewhere between 50, 75, maybe at the most 100 feet, depending on how tall the ship is. Because
Okay.
I fly a pattern around it like this, you know?
Mhm.
But from where you are, what you're getting is still good.
Yeah, I can't complain. It's nice to get a few, just a little bit of footage.
Looks like a beautiful area where you live, you.
It really is. Yeah, it's pretty.
I was gonna
It's a
say,
pretty little town. I can't complain. It's mostly a retirement and a tourist community that I live in. So there's a lot of old people. Well, myself included, right? I'm retired now. So
yeah, you're not old, retired
yeah.
like you.
Well, I'm not young anymore, that's for sure.
Well, who is?
Yeah.
Age is just a number.
Yeah. I know. I feel 80 even though I'm only 52.
Yeah. So what was your main career then, you? Was you a teacher or something?
I taught as a side profession. My main career was I worked as an engineer in telecommunications. I was a project manager. I first did R&D for about 5 or 6 years, and then I did software for about 15 years.
Oh wow.
So all in telecommunications to do with activating, your cell phone networks and your data networks. I worked on some of the backbone of the internet in Canada and the US back in the mid 90s.
Oh, well, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was actually. It was a fun career. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, but you've accomplished a lot in your life, haven't you?
Yeah, I did. I have no regrets. Things have slowed down for me a lot now, but that's okay. I can accept that.
Oh yeah.
You just go with the flow, right? But thank God for drones. Otherwise, I'd lose my mind. There he is. What's up?
Heading back, buddy. Heading back.
Hey, Mr. Jackson.
How you doing there?
I'm doing all right, you?
Living the dream.
Oh, of course.
A little warm out here.
Oh, there's the Nunavik.
Yep, that was on April the 13th.
Right on.
What the hell is my God damn it.
That ship looks familiar.
Yeah, that's the Nunalak.
Yes.
Why,
Yes.
what's familiar or special about that one then?
Oh, I flew it the other day.
Was that
All
you
right.
who said that?
This is Paul's footage, but I flew the same ship about a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he was asking me about that ship, and I went back and looked, and
All right, got here.
I flew it on April the 13th.
All right,
I didn't know about it.
all right. Got my air going. Air's on. There's that. What's
Got
off?
your music on, Chris?
No. No, I don't listen to too much music. I listen to a lot of talk radio,
Yeah.
but no news shit. No. Uh, so anyway, how's everybody doing? I'm sorry, I had two escorts. One, I had to stop because one took the wrong exit and thought I was going to follow him. I already told him I'd been here before. So instead of taking 95, he took 395. So I had to wait for his dumb ass to come back.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Well, guys, I got to log off for a bit. I'll probably see you guys in a little while.
Okay, Hugh.
Yeah, be good to you.
I will be. Hold the fork down for me.
All righty.
it is warm out here. But it ain't warm in this truck.
Hey, Dave.
You got good air conditioning, right?
Oh, yes.
Hey, David.
I got great air.
David.
Hey. Hey,
A buddy of
Rob.
mine
How you doing, mate?
is going to be able to fix my damn plane. Of course, I already ordered another one, but he can fix it for me. We crashed on Saturday.
Yep. Yeah, Rob. Chris and his son crashed one of their big planes on Saturday.
Oh, really? You got footage of it, Chris?
Yeah, it's on Facebook. And what happened was, because we just ran these planes out. And what had happened, I was getting ready to tell him to land because I always like to check the battery placement when you're doing all that tumbling and yanking and cranking. Well, as soon as I said that, the battery tray broke,
Oh,
came out through the canopy at like 150 feet. And that was it.
wow.
Came straight down.
This
That's the
is
first time that's ever happened to me.
expensive plane.
Yeah, that was an expensive situation. But like I say, the guy said he can rebuild it. So I'm gonna give it to him next week and let him take his time on it.
Well,
Well, it's
sorry
not
to
like
hear
you don't
that.
have plenty more to fly, Chris.
Oh, I know, that's what I'm saying. First I was pissed, but I didn't show my son I was pissed. So we just made, if you look at the video, we just made fun of it after that. You'll see.
I say he's an amazing little pilot, isn't he?
Huh?
He's an amazing pilot, Mason.
Yes, he is.
He's something else.
But see, Chris taught him everything he knows.
I was gonna say,
I did.
do
But
Yeah.
he
do you
went beyond
actually
me.
fly, Chris?
Do what?
Do you actually fly?
I don't fly as much as I used to because most time it's all on him. You know what I mean?
That's what I see. A
Yeah,
lot of
but
your
we do-
videos.
I do fly once in a while. I'm gonna start flying more now, though. I'll start flying more because you said you need to fly more because if you ain't on the sticks all the time, you get rusty.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So there's been a couple times where I had to hand the transmitter back to him because I was up so high, I lost which way was up, which way was down, and I didn't want to put it in the ground, so I just hand the sticks back to him.
Hey, Dave, you do know you're on mute, right? Okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to jump off, Paul.
Hey,
made a
Rob,
brag.
thanks for popping in and seeing you. And
Ah.
God bless you. And
Thanks for
And,
sending me the link.
we're all thinking about you, Rob. Everybody asks about you.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
You're part
Yeah,
of the
buddy.
family, Rob. You're part of the family.
I'll see you all later.
Okay, Rob.
All right, buddy.
You
Take care of yourself.
Get
Be
some
good,
rest.
everyone. Bye all.
All right, bye-bye.
Come on.
Yeah.
So I guess Roger's out and about.
Roger's at the doctor's office.
That's right. That's right.
He's waiting to
Get that shot. Did you get the
Yeah.
shot again?
no,
Second
I
one?
think this is a regular
Oh yeah,
visit.
the regular visit. Yeah.
Yeah. They went the last couple of days to get the leftovers and there was no leftovers. So
But they're pretty much shutting them down around here as far as the big places where they can go.
yeah.
They're starting
Well,
to shut that shit down.
Here, I think you can go to like a CVS or a Walgreens or whatever and get the shot here.
Yeah. My wife went to Walmart or somewhere.
I'm not sure how that works because I know that most of them are kept, like way below freezing until
Right.
you go to use it. So that must mean they have to pull some. So if, let's say they pulled 100 doses and 200 people showed up to get their shots that day at like a Walgreens or a Walmart or whatever, then
Right.
100 people wouldn't be able to get them. I don't
Right.
know how that works.
I don't know. I'm waiting myself, so I'll wait till the last minute, the last day of the last hour.
Yeah. Well, and it's all relative to one, your health, two, your
Right, oh,
personal
yeah.
medical history, and three is how vulnerable are you to catching it? And in other words, are you mixing with a lot of other people who are mixing with a lot of other people? Or are you
Not
living
me.
the life pretty much of a hermit like I do? And, I very rarely see anybody or talk to anybody. So,
I'm out and about and around the park,
yeah.
so I'm not when I'm used to.
Hey, Lenny said hi to Dave, you and I, and Chris.
I think I lose you here shortly. My phone's out. I might lose you. I'm almost sure I'm gonna lose you. Let's see here. Oh, ain't too bad. Oh, I'm taking some of it out right there for a few minutes. Ah, yeah.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Dave. Hi, Paul.
Hey,
Hey.
David.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, Fish. And hi, Roger at the top there. Well, that was a waste of time.
What was that?
Well, I waited and I was waited and waited. And I was nearly at the point where I would have given up and I was going to come back on here. And then he called. And he spent, oh, I'm sorry, I need to phone to talk to you about the thing. I said, no, this is my appointment. We've lumped in you talking to me about this. In with it. Let's get, I want you to, this is something new. So we went through that and he's decided he needs to see me face to face because of that, which is fair enough. And then he went on to talk to me about what he thought he was phoning for, which was my regular bloods. And he told me everything was fine, everything was in limits, except this one thing which was down. And he said,
in a quarter mile, turn right onto Greensford Drive.
I don't really know what to do about it because of this, that, and the other. And it was just this one-off low. So, if you could, what do you feel? And I said, it doesn't matter what I feel or what you feel, Doc. That's Dr. Jones' call. And he said, yeah, I suppose it is. Okay, then I'll make arrangements for you to see me personally about the other thing. Bye. And down the phone went. I think he just wanted to talk to somebody.
Take the next right onto Greensford Drive, then continue straight to stay on Greensford Drive.
It's an absolute waste of time. Anyway, meanwhile, I've been in the fridge and found
500
cherries.
feet, turn right onto State Route 610 East. Take the next right onto State Route
Shut up.
610 East.
I know where I'm going. I'll turn that off. All right.
Yeah. my sat nav there as a backup in case I do get lost. But
Yeah,
more in case, say you couldn't turn right here, you had to go straight on. You could get back if you didn't know where you were, sort of thing.
yeah.
Is what I use it for.
I used to keep it on when I'm going to the job site, but then I'll leave it on a little bit till I get out on the main road. Then I'll just turn it off.
Tim's asking where you are.
Where I am?
Yeah, I think he wants you to find a bowling alley for him.
Oh, well, we're not finding no bowling alley. And
No, he's just asking where you are.
I'm in Spotsylvania, Virginia, which is about 20 miles north of Fredericksburg.
You should get Kelly to give you a haircut like this.
Yeah, I need to get a haircut.
Yeah, that'd be fun to watch Kim all trimmed up like you, David.
Actually, I'd watch Kelly straightening his hair.
Tim Jackson need a weed whacker. That'd take care of his head. What's he doing? Oh, he's in love. I'm in love with
Oh
a
yeah,
girl.
yeah.
Talking about.
Tim's gotten bitten, yeah. But it's a good
Good.
thing because he needs a good woman and his wife straighten him out.
He needs to walk on the straight and narrow.
That's it. He's gonna pick up that phrase again. Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
Yeah, oh yeah. Can't come over, fellas.
Nice.
Love, you can't come over.
He could always run out of batteries for his hearing aid.
Well, now that Kelly's bought her own drone, that's fantastic. She'll be flying high.
I tell you, the weekends are not long enough. I got to figure out how to get off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and to work Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's the plan.
See now she's bought a drone. There'll be more of that formation flying.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Roger's supposed to get his drone today, Chris.
Oh, good.
Yeah. He's got to be excited.
That'll stop a few gray hairs, won't it?
And put the smile back on his face. Yep.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah.
Hi, Russell.
Yeah, Russell says, Chris, just work on Wednesdays. That's enough.
That's what I say. I'm gonna figure out something. Don't you worry. My wife wants to move to Georgia. Oh shit.
Hi, Eileen.
Oh, is she got family down there, or?
Yeah, her sister lives down there.
Ah.
She's been talking about it for a while. I've just been kind of putting it off.
Well, right now, real estate's high. It's probably a good time, but then you got to turn around and buy something too. So.
Well, everything's cheaper down there. I can get me a house down there. A house that cost me $700,000. I can get one down for $200,000.
Wow.
Big house. And the land.
Yeah, you can have your own airstrip out back.
Yeah. This jackass. Always one.
There's a potted truck. You don't see that every day.
See that? Yeah.
He probably just graduated from the AAA truck driving university.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember I did when I first came out. I was coming around the parking lot with other trailers, and my trusses clipped one of those box, the dry van trailers.
Yeah.
Cut a hole right on it. Cut a hole right because I cut it too short. Yep. First day out. It happens. Oh man. I woke up like 3 o'clock this morning. Couldn't go back to sleep.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah, I wake up different times of the night. I got up. Mia woke me up this morning at 5:30.
Did you get flying over the weekend, Kim?
Hey, Eileen. Today's my universal holiday. It's trash day.
It's what do you call it? In New Zealand, it's a holiday for the Queen's birthday today.
Is it the Queen? Is it the Queen's birthday?
It's her official birthday on the 6th. I think it's unofficial.
Yes, Eileen, I did take my meds. Hugh reminded me.
Yeah, I was asking if you'd been flying at the weekend, Kim.
Yeah, Kim says, you asking me, David?
Yes, that's why I did ask the second time.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, machine. Oh, no, I don't. I want that one. I'm looking for a picture. That's one of my stills from the weekend.
Let's see, I got ding dongs going on and all kinds of things here.
That's where we were at the weekend, Lynn. Obviously flying at sunset.
Well, then the traffic flow was kind of a little bit heavy this morning, but now it's cleared up. So we're probably not a lot going on. You got the Honorable James L. Oberstar, which will be downbound here in about an hour. No, less than that. Be about, it's at Fort Gratiot right now. So it's 7 and 8, though, 30 minutes to the Black River. Downriver, nothing as far as nothing all the way to Detroit. Up in the lake, the next ship downbound is just the Calumet. Is it just up at the thumb, top of the thumb?
That was our forecast, Lynn. So we wanted to be near the coast, so we'd hopefully get a cool breeze. And it was comfortably warm. It was a nice weekend. In fact, we must have been comfortable because we slept in Sunday. That's how quiet it was. There was nobody disturbed us on Sunday morning at all. By the time we got up, it was, you know, whoops. But we'd done a lot of walking on the Saturday, so.
It was good that we got a chance to talk with Welsh Rob.
Well, has he been on?
What's
Shame on
that,
us.
David?
Rob's been on, has he?
Yeah, he was on from his hospital bed. Not doing
So-
well, but he's hanging in.
No, Lynn, no. It never gets warm enough in that sea to swim.
Yeah, that's the North Sea. I can imagine it's cold water, isn't it?
It is freezing, even in the heat of summer. We got out west, who you know, for any length of time, who knows, we might.
You're welcome, Stella.
But not here, not up where we are.
You know, a recent phenomenon here in my town is I see people on like racing 10 speeds with the helmets on, with the tight racing garb, you know, the spandex pants and the real tight shirts, zooming like a group of 4 or 5 at a time down the road. So they're having fun.
Yeah. That's on a warm day. Remember, you're in fresh water and it'll freeze. That water's salt water and it doesn't. Or if it does, you're in real trouble with the cold. But it is absolutely, it never gets warm enough for, not for me. You see people swimming in it, but
Hey, Dave, Tim Jackson said he didn't want you to feel left out. He says hi to you.
you're muted, Dave.
Hi, Tim. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, Tim's having a good time, living the good life with the love of his life. So,
That's great.
yep. Yeah, I had a big raccoon in my driveway last night.
The love of your life.
Now my babies are the squirrels. Lynn says, Tim, she thinks it's great for you and Kelly. She's happy for you.
A huge raccoon.
Huge raccoon. Says, yep. I called her and she looked on the camera and she goes, oh my. That's bigger than a house cat.
I left my trail cam out all weekend while we were away and got nothing.
Didn't get anything?
No. We packed everything up as well, all the way ready to drive off, and a deer appeared on the hill beside us. So I had to unpack my cameras. We got some good footage, and then it was time to go. We saw a huge job go on, must have been Saturday, huge, great thing. I can't remember what Lindsay said it was. I didn't recognize it as any, but Lindsay did. And it was being kept in line by a little Westie, a tiny little, thing.
There he is.
Well, I'm guessing he's the daddy.
He's your mama too.
Have you seen any more of the skunks?
No skunks. That's what I told the neighbor. I said, because they were watching him and he says, I don't know if he's sick or not, but he is not afraid of too much anything. I said, oh. He said, yeah, you could walk right up to him and he just doesn't even pay attention.
Yeah, that could be trouble.
Well, he doesn't seem vicious, but but then again, he also, I know a lot of people, not a lot, but there are people that make pets out of raccoons. They feed them and all kinds of stuff. And in this current condition, what you just don't know, David, is, was he somebody's pet? Was he, just now he's out foraging for food and he's not concerned about humans at all.
Could be.
But you just don't know. You don't know. Yeah, Lynn says he hopes that wasn't a pregnant female out there feeding last night. Or I'm gonna have a whole bunch of them little critters running around. We haven't heard from Roger, so I'm thinking maybe he's on his way back home.
Well, I hope his appointment was better than mine.
Well, earlier, yeah, he said that he saw the doctor, was just waiting on the nurse. So I don't know whether that was to discharge him or if they're gonna put a straitjacket on him and commit him. I don't know.
Depends what Kim's phoned up and told them.
Yeah.
Oh, Kim's saying he's on his way home.
Okay, Tim, you too. Have a good night's rest and remember, wash your hands, Tim. Wash your hands.
Good night, Tim. It's 20 past the witching hour for Tim.
Yeah.
Hi, Drone Shots.
Drone Shots, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're just
Hey,
kind of hanging here. Roger's at the doctor's office, but I guess he's on his way home. Is that what Kim said?
Mhm.
Oh, good. Kim, did Roger's delivery show up yet from DJI? Or I think he mentioned the other day that usually they don't get deliveries till the afternoon, but one could hope. I'll be right back.
Hi, Corey. Well, that's all the cherries gone. I love cherries. You can keep all your candy bars and chocolate bars and what have you. Well, no, I'll take them as well, but I'll take cherries in preference. Hi, Marcel.
Hey, Marcel.
Oh, I'm back. I had to close the back door. It's getting hot. Mia doesn't need to be out there in the heat. Get her buddy in the house. Oh, Kim, it's windy there? Oh, that's sorry to hear that. Yeah, we went through that hot and windy stuff, but today, not so much windy. A little bit of wind, as you can see the tops of these trees moving just a little bit, but still flyable. Yeah, the Honorable James L. Oberstar is downbound now. Should be coming around that bend any time now. It's one of the bigger ships.
That one that you put out, the video you put out this morning, that ship was well loaded, wasn't it?
Yes, he was down on the ground. He was down. Yep. What I enjoy about that one is that's the Presque Isle. They did a nice job on the pusher tug and everything to make it look aesthetically. That was a pleasing looking ship.
Mhm.
They didn't scrimp on any of the extras on that one.
Well, you have to look closely to realize it's a pusher.
Yes. Yeah.
It is fits so well in there.
Drone shots. Are you going to get some of that rain or on the plane? We're supposed to get later today. We're supposed to start getting spotty showers coming up out of the south because of all the activity down south, and with the humidity, it's gonna spark some rain showers here. There isn't gonna be a complete cover of rain, but if you look at the projections they have, it's spots here, there. So I see is Marcel in here? Oh, there he is. Good morning. Marcel, I thought you were going to work today. Oh, yeah. we're talking about 3 hours difference. So it's only 7:27 there. Probably is going to go to work today. I see we lost Chris. Oh, Paul says the pictures are done for the day. Good for you, Paul. I know we had to fly another project, another property today. And he's working on the signs, I would imagine. And here comes the James L. Oberstar downbound.
Oh, come on. I'll show you a video, Paul, if you don't mind.
Sure, go ahead.
It's of the road in yesterday.
Okay, sounds good. Go for it, David.
Not yesterday. Was it Friday?
Make sure you push those 2 little boxes at the bottom.
I didn't see 2 little boxes.
Well, if you go back to where you're going to screen share, there's 2 little small boxes at the bottom. What it does is it gives you better quality.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Yep.
I got it. Yeah. Goes
Then
down.
you screen share.
Yeah. Okay, you should be able to see a picture at the minute. Can you
Yep.
see it rolling
It's
now?
up here now. Yep.
Yeah. This is us approaching the turning. I pull out to go into it, somebody coming. So I decide to go on and use the turning area down here.
Okay.
We knew of the turning area because we go further up the road to a different spot at New Aberdour. But you can see the time, it's fairly accurate.
Well, it looks like a damn dog laying there, but it's not.
No, it's a wrapper, a plastic wrapper of some sort, farm or garden bag of some sort.
Oh, and there's where you got to go in, right? Yeah, well, that makes a better approach. That makes a hell of a turn
Oh,
than
it makes
coming
it
the other
easier.
way.
Yeah, it makes it easier.
You sure wouldn't go down there with a big motor coach, would you?
We're about as big as you can get down there. I wouldn't go down there with anything bigger. Not because of this bit. I just passed here. You can see he's got an old truck here. But this old Morris 1100 sitting here in cracking condition.
Oh, yeah.
This bit isn't so bad. Let's just step
So
forward.
this is a road, not a driveway.
This is a road. This is a C-class road. Farmer down there. That's where we're going to end up, in that little parking area there. But you can see the road along from it here goes down here and back round a loop.
And this is two-way traffic, right?
There's passing places to allow the other traffic, so I would have to pull off to the left.
Wow.
Well, I've got the other bit, the second part of that from the dash cam shows the going around these two hairpin bends, and you lose track of the road because all you can see out front is the bushes because the road is that narrow and the turns are that
Wow.
tight. But we were big enough, anything, a couple of meters bigger and you weren't going to make it.
Hugh is on the road again.
Yes, sir.
Where are you headed? Tim Hortons?
That's my first stop. Then I'm going to pick up some bricks.
Oh.
Wife's
Hobby
working on the
shop to
garden.
buy Lego. Is that what you're saying?
What's that, David?
Hobby shop to buy Lego. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Lego bricks. Yeah, no big garden bricks.
For making a barbecue with?
No, the ones that go around the edge of a garden with little scallops on them. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
I suppose we'll let you away with that. But if it had been for making a barbecue, well, it'd just be an extra point.
Could use them for making a barbecue, sure. Yeah. I can't get used to seeing the top of your head. There we go. That's better.
Somewhere around here.
Oh, you've got the same wrinkled back head I do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Double crown as well.
I feel like a Sharpay sometimes.
There you go.
There you
he
go.
is.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's
Yeah,
styling
buddy.
and profiling now.
Yeah, man. Looking good. Looking good.
Oh,
Okay, Stella, you have a great day, my dear.
bye, Stella.
Tell you what, it is stinking hot here today, boys.
Yeah, it's humid here too.
It's like 90 already. And humid. Woo. Now here's the important question. Do I get a hot coffee or do I get an iced cappuccino?
It's up to you.
I don't know.
There's some people that enjoy hot coffee on hot days for some reason.
Yeah, could go either way today. I'm not sure. Could go either way.
Speaking of which, I got to get another refill. Be right back.
I've just eaten a bunch of cherries, Paul.
Ooh.
Oh, I love my cherries. But I found some in the fridge and rescued them, warmed them up.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I can't eat them. I'm allergic to them now.
Oh.
I'm allergic to about 75% of fruit. Makes my mouth burn like battery acid. It's awful. Okay, asshole. Pickle Lane. Jesus Christ.
There's a lot of fruit.
What's that?
There's a lot of fruit that I'm not keen on, but I love cherries.
Yeah, I like cherry. Now, the interesting thing is I can eat any cooked fruit. If it's been cooked or processed, I can eat it in a jam or whatever. It's fine. But raw fruit like apples, nectarines, cherries, yeah, can't touch them. Well, I can eat them, but it's unpleasant.
Yeah.
Corey Mano, how you doing?
What's up, Corey? Yeah, I think I have to mow the lawn today too. It's another one of my chores. It's getting kind of tall.
I asked Craig to do ours this weekend, knowing his girlfriend was coming over, and I'd probably get to do it when we got home. This one he must be really interested. He cut the grass while she was here. He must be trying to impress.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Mind you, I'd be interested if I was a bit younger.
Nice. Is this a new girlfriend or somebody from?
It's a new girl. Yeah, she's relatively recent. He had a big breakup with his long-term girlfriend. not so long ago.
I think I told you my son's moving back, eh?
Yeah.
2 months. Well, I'll have my lawnmower back. Won't have to do that anymore.
Oh, Corey's saying he broke an arm yesterday on his quad, not himself.
What's that? Not himself?
On his quad, not himself.
Oh, okay, on the quad. Oh no, yeah, well, yeah. Welcome to the club, Corey. He was probably racing though, right, Corey?
It's a racing quad he's talking about, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you push it, right? Like that's the thing with FPV drones. It's not like you're flying camera drone where you're trying to get nice steady footage, FPV, a lot of the time you're doing acrobatic stuff and pushing the envelope, and that's how things break, right? As I'm discovering. If you watched my video this morning, you probably saw me clip the barn.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it hit. It didn't look like it hit hard in the video. It did hit hard. I could hear it from 200 feet away. I heard whack.
He came close to doing a Kim on that line as well, on that cable.
Oh, yeah. Well, I did hit. So Wednesday, I have another video out. Different drones, same cable. I hit it right on the camera lens.
Ooh.
Put a big scratch right down the center of the lens.
That's right.
Oh,
We were talking about how you were going to sort it. You were going to swap camera from one to the other.
I did. Yep. I swapped it. It's all good now. I repaired it. The drone company was supposed to send me a box to return the drone, and Canada Post seems to have lost it because I got the notice that it was coming, and it's still in limbo somewhere. So,
it's a big, heavy, empty box. It takes time to
right?
move.
Exactly. Empty bloody box. Oh well.
Yeah, Corey says, yeah, racing, he says.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Anything to have a good time.
Yep. I was going to go out droning today, but it's just so bloody windy. It's like 30, 40 mile an hour gusts at 100 meters. So, I don't know.
Yeah, Corey's saying, that was the first arm I broke clean off. What's interesting is it wasn't that big of a crash. I thought nothing of it till I couldn't turtle mode it. And then he's laughing.
Well, Corey, you could have had micro fractures over the period of time from other run-ins, and finally this one just did the deed.
The one that, yeah. That's what killed the Nimrods in the end, was cracks in the spars. But they've been there since new, virtually. Just, over time, over the lifespan of the aircraft, it was just too much.
The
6mm arms. That's quite, yeah.
Wow, that's thick arms. Holy crap. I think the ones on my drone might be 4 millimeters, so not quite that thick. And they're thin too, like the width isn't much either.
they're like little toothpick arms.
Yeah, they are. Well, that's how they got the weight under 250 grams on the drone.
All right.
It's a very, very thin frame. But I'm kind of pushing the envelope of what the drone was designed for. It's supposed to be a long range exploration drone, but I'm kind of doing freestyle and stuff with it. So
Yeah.
okay, it's a hot coffee today.
It's a hot coffee day.
I rolled the dice. That's what I decided. Yeah.
Did you get a burrito too?
No, I already had breakfast.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I made that nice omelet this morning.
Yep. Yep, I do.
Well, I was tempted. You know.
I'm surprised you were tempted not to take it home and warm it up later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that arm's definitely broke.
Oh, is he showing a picture?
Yeah.
He gave a link to the picture.
Thank you. Thanks very much. You too. Okay, coffee, no hardware. That's the order of operations. Oh, that's hot coffee. Okay. Yeah.
Well, what a daft thing to say. He's just ordered a hot coffee and then complains because it's hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
When Lindsay burns herself on something coming out of the oven, I say that you put it in that cupboard to get it hot like that.
They should put a warning on those coffee or something that it's hot. Holy shit.
Can you see the chat or no?
No, I'm driving. I can't see
Okay.
anything.
Okay. There's the drone.
Are you showing a picture?
Yeah, I put the picture up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look at it later.
So, yeah, not a lot going on here today. Just the usual. It's kind of bright, but yet it's kind of muggy looking, hazy sky. I mean, it could always be worse, but it could always be better too. So
You can tell it's warm and muggy and that here because the cat.
well, and the thing of it is the humidity is so high. That's probably having a lot of effect to it.
So the cat's just not interested in doing anything. The food's been lying there, so I'll have to lift it because it's too hot to leave it lying. And the water is empty and has to be kept full. And she's sitting in a corner in whatever spot of shade she can find. Or one of the funniest is when she sits with her head out the window, because the head goes down and out of the window and the backside is sticking up on the inside.
Right. The kitty cat that Lynn rescued about 3 weeks ago or so is going to his forever new home this coming Sunday. So
Oh, that's good. That's good.
The one that jumped out of the window?
no, that's the German Shepherd. She got a kitty cat from across the street. The neighbors didn't know what to do with it. It was a stray cat that was in their garage.
Oh, okay.
And so Lynn went over and got it, and then they took it, had it neutered, and she got it in a cage, and she lets it out periodically on her back deck, which is screened in, so it can't get away.
Okay.
And they put an ad in, and nobody answered for it. So rather than it becoming a feral cat someplace, they've adopted it out to a home. So he seemed to be very easygoing and well-natured.
Well, that's good.
But he's the single life cat. but it has not been declawed. I know a lot of people aren't for declawing cats, but
Oh, it's not good for them. They can't climb trees. They can't defend themselves. It's really not a
Right.
good thing to do to a cat.
unless it's a house cat. If it's a house cat, it's
Well, even then, I wouldn't do it because they do use the claws for climbing even in the house. Like that's how they have stick to things. I don't know.
how's she been doing out in your new clubhouse? Good.
All loves it. Every time I go out, she explores it all. She has a good time.
David, you got cats, don't you?
Yeah, just the one, Spidey.
How old's he getting to be?
Huh?
How old?
She must be about 10. We're not 100% sure. We're only going on how long we've had her and how old the vet said when we got
Yeah.
her.
That's like Mia. The vet just estimated that she was about 6 or 7 when I got her, and that was 3 years ago. So
I didn't know you've only had her 3 years. Well,
yeah, she was fully grown, and she was found on the streets of Detroit,
wow.
and she went to the Macomb County Humane Society, which is north of Detroit. And when I had to put my Tia down, which looks a lot the same type of breed,
Yeah.
I came home and went on Pet Finder and found her right away. And when I saw that her name was Mia, and I just lost Tia, I says, "Oh, it's meant to be." I went right down and got her.
There you go. All right, I'll be back, boys. I'm just in the garden center to grab some bricks.
All right.
Back in a few.
Yeah, Lynn, Spidey's a rescue as well. And Bilbo he just turned up on the door and invited himself in, our previous cat. But there's one thing I've said to Lindsay: if we have another cat, I want a sane one this time. Every cat we've had to date has been insane.
Yeah, Lynn's right. We prefer to get. We don't. Whenever I've gotten an animal, it's not been from a breeder. They've been a rescue, because I'm past the stage of wanting to go through that puppy stuff and potty training and all of that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And most of the rescues now, they spend enough time with them. They know what their personalities are. So it's not like you're going to get a vicious dog.
Yeah, we had a problem. How old was Craig then? He was about 4, so it's about 34 years, 30-ish plus years ago. The last time we had a dog, and it was from a rescue, and he was fine with Lindsay and I on our own, or fine with Craig and with 2 of us. But as soon as there was 3 of us, or I had my greens on rather than my blues, it got vicious.
Oh,
And we had to get rid, and we threw it back to the rescue saying, look, this dog does this in this circumstances. And it turns out that an RAF policeman had it before me and mistreated him. And he was a beautiful dog. It was just, he needed, but we couldn't risk him around Craig. That was our problem.
Yeah.
So he went back out to rescue, and I hope
Yeah.
he got a decent home.
See, Mia is, we don't know her full story, whether she was a bait dog or they were trying to train her to be an attack dog or what, but she doesn't like other dogs. And small children, she's very leery of. She's not aggressive to small children right off the bat that I know of, but I would never trust it. but I think that there were some small children that might have been pulling her tail, abusing her or whatever. And that, of course, the small children learned that from whoever the adults were around, so. But around people, she's good.
I mean, he was a great dog. He was just in. We couldn't all be together. You know, if there was 4 of us, the 3 of us and the dog. It was originally named Blackie, and we just stuck with the name because it was a black lab. And he whether or not he was trying to establish his position as top dog or somewhere, and he was all right when there was 2 or 3, including the dog, etc. He felt all right, but when we were all together, he felt he had to assert himself. I don't know. And we were beginning to handle that. We were thinking that out of it. But then one day we had an exercise, and I had to go to work in greens, you know, DPs, instead of my normal blue uniform. And as soon as I came down the stairs, it just turned into this growling, barking, vicious thing. So when Lindsay was happy, that when it couldn't see me, it was happy, I went off, and that. And when I got back from the exercise, the same thing happened.
Yeah.
So we went on for a while when if I needed, I took my greens to work, and if I needed to wear greens, I would wear them at, you know, change into them at work. But it got to the stage where Lindsay was getting more and more worried, and he just had to go back to the rescue centre.
There's Hugh,
Time for a car wash.
the masked man.
The masked bandit himself.
Yeah.
Woo.
Now, do you have an automatic car wash, or did you do it yourself?
I go through the automatic one.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Yeah, you know, gets it clean enough. And,
With the young blondes that wipe it and clean it afterwards for you, you know, dry it off.
I wish. I
Now,
wish.
the one I use has got just those big blowers at the end where it pulls.
Like I told you guys, when I was in high school, they used to have this gas station where they only hired these really attractive young women to fill up your car.
Yeah.
It's a great spot.
They got suspicious of you when you're putting a gallon at a time, did they?
Yeah. Came by 3 or 4 times a day. All right, gas and car wash. Off we go, boys. Let's do it.
What's that?
Where's
coffee?
Mr.
Might be
Ennis
hot.
go?
Mr. Ennis, I think, is asleep.
Ah.
The doctors changed his medication. He said he indicated he's sleeping better at night.
Yeah.
But another side effect is he's also it hasn't increased his waking hours in the daytime either.
Gotcha. I felt like shit yesterday. I went to sleep last night at 8 o'clock and got up at 6. I had a solid 10 hours last night.
Well, Mia wakes me up at dawn, so you know, today it was 5:30. She was stirring.
Oh. Thankfully, my cat does not do that. Whenever I wake up, she comes up and meows and comes and jumps in bed with me for a minute. Phone's falling out. Myself into safe driving mode. There we go.
Hi, Edge.
Yeah, I think some dogs.
What's up,
you know,
Sean?
whatever their history are, as far as children is that kids are much more erratic acting. They're not slow paced. They're not just, you know, easy. They're
Mhm.
all over the place. And I think that probably agitates some dogs.
Sure.
Hi, Mike.
But if the child is, I don't want to use the word controlled, but a little bit more laid back, I don't think there's an issue with Mia, but it's when there's kids around jumping around, running over to the dog and that kind of thing. I think that would be hard on Mia. I don't know because Lynn's the only small child who's been around Mia in my presence is Lynn's grandson, and he's those kids know that they don't misbehave when Lynn's around. So
Okay. Ooh. Hot, 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 hot.
are you regretting buying hot coffee instead of a iced macchiato or whatever you call them?
No, no, this is good. Just hot outside. I got my muffler fixed, but my car still sounds loud.
Really?
Yeah, to me anyway.
Is it a manifold thing or?
Maybe. Yeah, it does sound like it's coming from the front of the car.
That's the engine, Hugh.
Well, yeah, but the muffler coming off the manifold on the engine is supposed to, have it all connected and buttoned down and make it quiet, but it doesn't seem to be doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, Marcel's got a storm cloud coming in.
Uh-oh. Marcel's on? What's
Yeah,
up, Marcel?
Marcel's in the chat. He says, this morning I had blue skies for a bit, but a huge black storm cloud is moving in. Yeah, Kim says it's too hot for him to fly FPV because he doesn't have a fan in his goggles and it would steam up.
Oh, okay.
Now, do you ever have that kind of a problem with your box goggles?
A tiny bit if my face is really sweaty. I just have to make sure that I'm not hot and sweaty when I put them on.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I've just been exerting myself and I put them on, they'll fog up a bit. Yeah.
Ed, you have a great evening, my friend. Ed,
Take care, Sean.
going to bed.
Sean's going to bed? Wow.
Said just got off work, so I am off to bed.
He's working night shift. Okay.
Have a good day, everybody. Oh, drone shots on the west side. It says that it's light rain there.
Oh, what's up, Jody? All right, gas it up.
comes back from the bathroom and finds Hugh's done a runner and pulls on the phone.
Okay, I'm unmuted again. I had a phone call I had to take.
Yeah, I saw. Hugh's got out and got in the passenger seat, has he? Fed up driving.
Yeah. Hughes, well, unless he's getting ready to vacuum it out or something, I don't know.
It's a long time since I've been in charge, Len.
Okay, I'm back set up again. So yeah, everything seems to be going good. Oh, he's fueling up is what he's doing. Okay. He is fueling up. What I think I'm going to do, everybody, is we got 10 people watching. I think I'm gonna sign off for now, and Roger will be on this evening, so we'll hopefully see everybody then.
All right, kids. Good to
Hey,
see y'all.
everybody, we'll see you all. Bye
You're gonna
bye.
miss the car wash.
Yeah, there you go.